The kitten's tiny eyes were crusted shut, buried beneath a thick layer of grime and infection. Each shallow breath it took, each weak movement, told the story of its desperate struggle. The child who found the kitten felt a wave of fear and concern wash over them, their heart aching for the fragile creature. Without a moment's hesitation, the young rescuer sprang into action, calling out for help from anyone nearby. A woman passing by heard the child's plea and immediately turned back. When the boy explained that he had found an injured kitten in need of urgent care, the woman's heart went out to him. She praised the child's quick thinking and assured him that she would take over from there. Sensing the gravity of the situation, she gently cradled the kitten in her hands and hurried toward the nearest veterinary clinic, her pace quickening with each step. As she stepped into the clinic, the staff's routine expressions shifted to alarm at the sight of the limp, barely breathing kitten. Its eyes were sealed shut, the infection raging, a mirror to its perilous state. The vet on duty conducted a quick examination and delivered a grim prognosis. The kitten had perhaps an hour left to live. The woman's heart sank at the vet's words. But just as the doctor moved to take the kitten off the examination table, something unexpected happened. The little kitten let out a loud, defiant meow and waved its tiny paws in the air, as if protesting the dire prediction. It was as if the kitten was determined not to give up. This small but spirited act stirred something in the shelter staff. They saw a glimmer of hope in the kitten's fight and realized she wasn't ready to surrender to her fate. Moved by the kitten's resilience, the staff decided they couldn't let her go without a fight. They immediately contacted Nikki Martinez, a seasoned animal rescuer known for her work with vulnerable animals at Hearts Alive Village, Las Vegas. Understanding the urgency, Nikki responded without hesitation. She arrived at the clinic with a determined look on her face, ready to do whatever it took to save the tiny cat. The staff had already started calling the kitten Newt, sensing that this little fighter had an incredible will to live. Though the future was uncertain, Newt's determination was unmistakable, and Nikki shared that resolve. She knew the road ahead would be tough, but she was committed to giving Newt every possible chance at survival. Nikki wasted no time in administering the first round of medication to stabilize the kitten. Once Newt was stable enough, Nikki and her small team carefully moved her to their rescue center. The kitten had already defied the odds, surviving longer than the vet's original prognosis, but her condition was still precarious. Nikki's first priority was to treat Newt's infected eyes, diligently cleaning them and applying medication throughout the day. Days turned into nights, with Nikki and her team tirelessly working to nurture Newt back to health. The nights were long and sleepless, but Nikki's dedication never wavered. She watched over Newt like a guardian, ensuring that she was comfortable, well-fed, and given every possible opportunity to recover. Despite the constant battle against the odds, Newt's spirit never faltered. Slowly but surely, she began to show signs of improvement. The infection in her eyes started to clear, and her once weak body grew stronger with each passing day. Nikki's unwavering care and the kitten's indomitable will to survive became a powerful testament to the resilience of life. Nikki's commitment to Newt extended beyond just physical care. She poured her heart into ensuring that the kitten knew she was loved and safe. This bond between them grew stronger every day, and it was clear that Newt was no ordinary kitten, she was a survivor. The journey was long and filled with challenges, but with Nikki by her side, Newt continued to beat the odds. The kitten that was once given only an hour to live was now thriving, a testament to the power of hope, love, and unwavering determination. As Newt grew healthier, the shelter staff and everyone involved in her rescue couldn't help but feel a deep sense of admiration for the tiny kitten who refused to give up. Newt's story became a beacon of hope, inspiring others to believe in the possibility of life even in the most dire circumstances. Nikki's tireless efforts and Newt's remarkable recovery were celebrated by all who knew their story. The kitten that had once been on the brink of death was now a symbol of resilience, and the incredible power of a second chance. Through the dedication of a young child, a compassionate woman, and a determined rescuer, Newt had not only survived but thrived, a living testament to the fact that sometimes all it takes is a little bit of hope and a lot of heart to change a life. Newt, the tiny kitten who had once faced overwhelming odds, showed a strength and resilience that astonished everyone who witnessed her journey. With each passing day, she defied the grim prognosis that had once loomed over her, and Nikki, deeply moved by Newt's miraculous progress, felt compelled to share the kitten's incredible story with the world. The first few introduced Newt as she was when she first arrived at Nikki's foster home, fragile, blind, and barely clinging to life. Followers were immediately captivated by the tale of this tiny kitten, whose every breath was a struggle, yet whose determination to survive was evident. As the days went by, Newt's resilience shone through, and her progress left everyone who followed her story in awe. The kitten who had once been given only an hour to live was now thriving, her condition improving with each day under Nikki's devoted care. Slowly but surely, Newt began to gain weight, her once frail body growing stronger. Every ounce she gained felt like a monumental victory, a testament to the newfound strength and vigor that was emerging within her. But the most miraculous change occurred in Newt's eyes. While one eye remained blind, the other, which had been clouded and sightless, began to clear. To everyone's astonishment, the veil of darkness lifted and Newt began to see the world for the first time. This miraculous turnaround filled Nikki's heart with immense joy. The kitten who had once faced a life of darkness and pain now had a chance to experience a world full of light and love. Even the eye that remained blind healed from its severe infection, allowing Newt to live free from discomfort. As the days turned into weeks, Nikki continued to share updates on Newt's progress, each highlighting a new milestone in the kitten's recovery. From her first bite of solid food to her playful interactions with Nikki's other cats, Newt's story was one of hope and resilience. Messages of support, prayers, and donations poured in from people who were moved by the kitten's courage and Nikki's unwavering dedication. What started as a small circle of followers soon grew into a global community, united by a shared love for Newt and her inspiring journey. Among those who followed Newt's story was Valerie, a devoted cat lover who felt a deep connection with the resilient kitten. Valerie had been captivated by Newt's transformation from the beginning, and as she watched the kitten's progress, she felt compelled to help. Though she already cared for 3 cats of her own, Valerie couldn't resist the pull of Newt's story and the courageous spirit that the kitten embodied. After exchanging several messages with Nikki, Valerie made a heartfelt offer to help. She proposed to kitty-sit Newt for a week, giving Nikki a well-deserved break after her tireless efforts in nurturing the kitten back to health. Nikki agreed, and Valerie was overjoyed at the opportunity to welcome Newt into her home. When Newt arrived at Valerie's house, she was greeted with warmth and love. Despite being the smallest of the feline residents, Newt's brave spirit quickly shone through. The other cats welcomed her with open paws, as if they had been waiting to embrace her into their circle. Newt, though tiny, was fearless. She played enthusiastically with her new companions, engaging in playful wrestling matches and forming instant bonds with her feline friends. Valerie couldn't help but smile as she watched the heartwarming scene unfold. Newt, the little kitten who had fought so hard to survive, had found her place among her new friends. The house, once filled with quiet contentment, was now alive with the joyful antics of the cats, and Newt was at the center of it all. At the end of the week, Nikki visited Valerie's home and was moved to tears by what she saw. The once frail and nearly blind kitten was now a bundle of energy, playing happily with her new companions and cuddling up to Valerie. Nikki's heart swelled with pride as she witnessed the transformation of the tiny kitten she had fought so hard to save. It was clear that Newt had found happiness in her new home, and Nikki and Valerie knew they had to make this arrangement permanent. They quickly began the adoption process, ensuring that Newt would stay with Valerie and her beloved cats forever. As the paperwork was completed and the final steps were taken, Newt officially became a cherished member of Valerie's household. It was a moment of pure joy for everyone involved. The kitten who had once faced insurmountable odds had not only survived, but had found a loving, forever home where her spirit could continue to shine. With each passing day, Newt's joy and vitality grew, a living testament to the power of love, hope, and resilience.